Hey y'all, hey. It is me once again, Chef Shay, coming to you live on this podcast, Eating to Live. How's everybody doing on this good day? Y'all good? Okay, so don't do that. So I'm up here at the studio and my producer not a Cowboy fan, so decided to point at the TV, let me know that we losing. I'm trying to concentrate right now. Okay, anyway, let me cut this TV off. Anyway, we are here today. My co-host Anita here.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
And my special guest Lakeisha Brown.
Hey, everybody.
Y'all hear them hand claps, baby? We is on this thing. Y'all don't even know we on this thing. So anyway, we coming today. We're gonna talk about a couple of things before we get into our special guest. I want everybody to know that this will be my last show until January the 15th. So we'll run reruns and things like that. You know how they do on TV. That's what we're going to do. We're going to run some reruns, and we'll be back on January the 15th with some new and exciting things going on, some more challenges, some more recipes and things like that. So, last 2 weeks ago, we talked about the dairy-free lifestyle, right? So this time, we're going to talk to Lakeisha Brown, who was born not a vegan, became a vegan, and is not one now, okay? So we're going to talk about those 3 steps in her life, what made her change, what made her go to, what made her come back from it, and things like that. But before we go to that, I would like to show y'all this emotional eating, because that's what I want to talk about a little bit first.
Dr. Lee, what is
You ready?
Dr. Lee, what is emotional eating?
Emotional eating is when you eat for reasons other than hunger. It often occurs when you are lonely, bored, sad, anxious, and sometimes even happy. Missing key nutrients in your diet can also trigger emotional eating.
So you are saying that emotional eating is not caused by hunger?
Yes, that is correct. People with variants in certain genes, particularly those involved in the brain's reward system, are more likely to experience emotional eating.
Really? How is the brain involved?
Certain foods you have had in the past generated happy molecules in your brain. This good feeling led you to want these foods again. We call these foods trigger foods. When you are unhappy or nervous, your brain sends a signal, making you crave your trigger foods, which give you a quick fix and help you feel better. The mechanism is similar to drug addiction.
Interesting. But how does missing key nutrients in your diet lead to emotional eating?
Well, mood swings and cravings are often caused by malnutrition. For example, not enough of certain essential amino acids or fatty acids in your diet can cause anxiety or depression.
Oh wow. I had no idea.
You see, when your diet is deficient in a key nutrient, your brain sends a signal, driving you to seek out food, in order to meet your nutritional need. But a lot of people don't understand what their body is trying to tell them. They simply choose the foods they had before. With the wrong food choices, they end up overeating and still don't feel satisfied. This happens more to people who eat a lot of sugary and fatty foods, because their diet is high in calories, but low in nutrients.
I see. So is this how emotional eating causes weight gain?
Yes and no. It really depends on what types of foods you crave, and also what satiety genes you have.
Okay, can you explain a bit more?
Of course. If you have low satiety genes, you're more likely to crave and eat more energy-dense foods like donuts, fatty meats, chocolate, and nuts. When you combine this with emotional eating, it can easily lead to weight gain and obesity.
Well, that is not good at all. What can you do to help this?
The best strategy is to identify the root cause of your emotional eating and eliminate it.
How can you do that?
The first step is to register at GB Health Watch. You can use the GB Online tool to check and see if you are lacking key nutrients in your diet. If your GB score is low, this is a good indication you are. Then, you should follow the tips provided to correct your nutrition imbalance. Next, start using some simple techniques to manage your emotional eating episodes. Do not buy or keep your trigger foods in your home. Instead, pre-portion out healthy snacks that support your nutritional needs in small bags or containers. Keep these on hand to eat when you have cravings. This way you can cut down on calories and boost your mood at the same time.
Thanks, Dr. Lee. I'm definitely signing up at GB Health Watch now.
Okay, y'all. That's very interesting, right?
Oh,
Emotional
yeah.
eating.
Yeah.
That's something that I've been talking about for a while. You have to get to the root of what causes you to crave, some of the foods that you eat. That's why I always say if you do a journal and things like that, because I'm telling you, when I did emotional eating, I'm going to give me a 2-piece and a pepper. I need me a Dr. Pepper, and it just made me feel better when I was going through some things, right? So we need to really get to the root of that emotional eating. It always say, well, why am I eating this? And I'm telling you again, this is not a diet show. It's not. It's just if you have a better relationship with food, you will make healthy choices, and you can still eat what you want to eat. You can cook it a different way. You don't have to go to the fast food all the time to do what you need to do. You can figure out how to do it yourself, right? We had a challenge. I don't think everybody did. We're gonna bring it back when we fixed the fast food. Whatever you would eat at the fast food, fix it at home.
Oh, okay.
So you make a healthier version. I think Anita did Beyond Burger, Impossible Burger.
Yeah, I did.
And I do turkey burgers. So we do different things like that. So to say all of that is basically eating to live is the best choice. Not living to eat. Not taking the medication instead of and what we talked about. I'd rather take the medicine. I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. It's gonna make my head hurt, but I'm gonna take the medicine. So with all of those things, then we need to just choose to eat. Eat to live. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that being said, we're gonna come back to that later if we need to. We'll table that for right now. We're gonna get into the meat of the gravy of what we came here for. So, Miss Lakeisha, tell us a little bit about your story, girl.
So I became vegan. It was on November 18th, I believe it was 2017, right before Thanksgiving. I was in the line at the Subway, and I was about to order me a chicken sub sandwich, and I was saying I want a tuna sandwich. I was like, why is this happening? No, I didn't order tuna. I ordered vegan, veggie, just veggies.
Veggie delight.
Just veggies. Yes. And I was like, oh, is this happening now, Lord? And so it happened. And I told my family, but I decided to go vegan because my husband, my late husband, had congestive heart failure. And I had been learning a lot about people changing their diets with congestive heart failure, turning it around. It was a Dr. Montgomery in Houston, Texas, a Black doctor. He treats his patients through food instead of medicine.
Right, exactly.
And so
I love it.
That's why I became vegan. And I was like, okay, we need to get, in front of this. We need to, everybody. So I made everybody in the household go vegan. They declined. They was like, oh, I'm gonna eat me some meat. I ain't about to do all that. So I did that, and my husband, he told me, he said, now, Key, I don't know about all this not eating no meat. Now.
Right.
He's like, yeah. So he was saying he wasn't gonna be able to just not eat the meat, but I was the one who stayed with it, because I just felt like it was just I didn't want it.
You didn't do dairy or eggs, right? You were straight
when
vegan.
I first started out, I was vegetarian.
Okay.
And I was doing no, I'm changing that. I'm thinking I'm going back and forth because I did go back and forth.
Okay.
When I first started out, I was actually vegan. I was not eating any dairy because I tried to do the tofu. That's what reminded me when I tried to make some tofu eggs, and I said, this ain't right. So, and that's how I said, okay, well, I'm gonna still eat dairy.
Right.
I cannot just do these eggs. This is not working out.
Girl, I can't get with the tofu. I'm sorry.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And so, so I did that for 2 years, and it was no problem because there's so many options.
There's so many options now. Yeah, you're right.
Even my husband would come on board. I remember because I was wanting a burger, y'all. I was like, oh, I want a burger. And he was like, I'm going to make you something real quick. And he made me a mushroom burger.
Oh, I love it.
It was so good with the onions, the little caramelized onions. Yes, baby, he toasted them buns. I was like, why do I need? He's like, okay. And so I found, it was hard when I go to restaurants because some places didn't have the options for vegan, and I was having to be crafty, and it, taught me how to.
It make you cook.
If anybody knows me, they know I do not like to cook, but it did make me cook. It made me cook. And then I started, exercising and eating healthy and really, really paying attention to what I was eating. And I would say I had pretty good moods then.
Yeah, you did good though. I mean, because I would call you to get like, girl, how you tried this? Tell me what this.
They got vegan mayonnaise. They got vegan bacon.
Vegan
mayonnaise. When we went to that restaurant, I said,
yes.
Girl, you gotta go to
shout out to Spurs over there. Spirals. And with, what is it? David Bishop Arts District. Yes, baby. They food tastes so delicious.
And it's be a line in there because people that's not even vegan go over there and eat. And I'm like, this is vegan? This is vegan?
Yeah, it was really good. Really good.
Cheese. I didn't like that bacon though.
You didn't like the bacon? Did you have the bacon Sherry had on her burger?
I love my burger.
I had a burger. It was terrible.
I was like, Sherry, that bacon was good on this burger.
But you know what? Let me say this though. At the time, I was not eating pork. So when you get off of certain things and you don't eat it and you taste something different, you just happen to taste something that tastes like what it's supposed to be. So that's why it's easy for me to go through the cheeses as well. Because I haven't had it in over 5 years. So I can go and buy it. It tastes good to me. And so everybody be like, it tastes good. I say, to me,
yes,
it tastes good. To me, like I don't eat ranch dressing, but Hidden Valley done hit it, baby. Y'all don't get y'all some Hidden Valley vegan ranch dressing, plant based.
Okay, look, I did not know you can make cheese out of almonds.
Yeah, okay, until I got on this.
Until I it was vegan, and I was like, what?
And the milk,
and the.
What you like almond milk?
Flaxseed. You can have flaxseed milk. Yeah, like it's so many.
And the coconut milk.
It's so many other options.
Yeah,
so many other options.
Everybody frown. So let me tell you this: everybody don't want to say, well, girl, I can't do without my cheese. I
Yeah.
can't. I
Yes, you
mean,
can.
I just always say try.
Yeah. You
It
never know.
don't hurt to try. You're either gonna try and don't like it,
Mhm.
or you're gonna try and like it.
Right.
Exactly.
But don't just count it out because we say don't eat no cheese. Don't eat.
Yeah.
You say I can't eat no cheese, but I'm telling y'all that making. If you want to lose weight, y'all better get off some of that dairy.
So-
I ain't saying cut it all the way out, but you better get off some of it because it is high in fat. Take your vitamin D pill if you need some vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
anyway, Keisha, how did you get back?
So it's odd because during this time of my life, there was a lot of things happening all at one time. I had ended up separating from my husband, moving away, and then 2 years later down the road, we end up reconciling back together in 2020. And it was, we was buying food, just him and I, because at this time the kids are grown, they gone, they doing their thing, and so it's just him and I. And it was too expensive to be eating my way and his way.
Right.
And so I was like, baby, I did this so for you. So since you ain't doing it, I might as well just go ahead and just start back eating meat. And he was like, oh, good, I'm going to cook some neck bones. And he cooked some pork neck bones. So I was like, oh, I don't know how my body going to react to this. If they ain't had this in a long time, it's probably going to be rejecting it. But it didn't. Surprisingly, it didn't, But I can honestly say this. I still buy my vegan breakfast sausage by Morningstar because there's still things that I like that's vegan.
That you actually like because you got used to it. And it was like, now this is what I eat. So let me ask you this. For me, so I'm going to see if it's for you. Do you feel any different as far as sluggish?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Since I've picked back up with the meat thing, I'm tired. I'm depressed. Now, we do know that there's a lot of things going on with that depression, but I don't think that I feel like this
when you was eating vegan lifestyle. Right.
Like yesterday, my best friend came over, me and her were brainstorming about something. And so I was like, you hungry? And she was like, yeah, I'm good. And I just made some shrimp with some asparagus and some jasmine rice. And she was like, girl, that was good. And I don't feel heavy.
Right. Exactly.
I can go to sleep on it.
Exactly.
And I, so.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's where I look at it. Like, it's a totally difference when you eat this and you eat that.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you was to do it all over again, would it just stay vegan?
Yeah.
Or maybe pescatarian, maybe?
Yeah, because I think I could do pescatarian mostly because I would do substitutions for when I would go out to dinner and they didn't have vegan options. I would have to
try to get you
something. Because one thing I learned about protein, I did not know that cauliflower is protein, broccoli is protein,
a lot of beans.
Yes, and I'm a bean girl.
Especially lentils.
I love all beans. Yeah. And lentil, you can make so much with that. I mean, like that year for Thanksgiving, they did not like it. I had made some dressing, and I remember my husband saying, because I had bought this butter, it's called Ghee. It's butter. It's in the regular style. So I used it, I was going to use it to cook my broccoli rice. And then he's like, don't put that in that dressing. It's real butter in that dressing.
But that's the best butter, though.
And I used it.
And he didn't even know.
Girl, he was like, Key, I think I'm going to go back for some more of that dressing. And I said, well, why are you going back for seconds? I'm going to let you know that was that G in that butter. That was what was used in that dressing that you going back and eating.
Right.
He couldn't tell the difference. And even when I would go to my job, we had spreads. And what is this? Y'all know I'm having vegan.
Right.
So y'all know food. Yeah. So they was like, oh, I don't know. And they would try it. The nachos, sloppy joe. It's like, oh, this is really good. I say, see, don't knock it.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Because you gotta season it.
Yeah,
that's like, just like you ain't gonna eat ground meat and just not season.
Right, but just because it was the way you was brought up, don't make it right. Because I was telling somebody else, I said that, and I actually made a screenshot of this because I was speaking with this lady the other day. I can't even find it, but anyway, it basically just says that the things. Hold on, I'm gonna find it because I want to read it right. Okay, one thing though is this one that says eat your food as medicine. Otherwise, you'll end up taking your medicine for food.
Ain't that part?
And that's why I was saying, oh, it's so
That's true.
expensive. It's
It
so
is,
expensive.
You gonna pay.
But you're gonna pay one way or
Oh,
the
yeah.
other if you don't learn how to eat it correctly. But another myth is what I don't like is eat all your food off your plate when you was little.
Oh, you know, Shayna, you had us eating, and that was a condition I realized I had in my mind that as an adult,
like that.
I feel like, ooh, I'm full,
Yeah.
but I gotta eat all the food off my plate. So what I started doing is put my food in a saucer because it was in my mind to eat everything off the plate, and I couldn't control my own self.
That's the way a lot of people was raised. That you have to eat all your food.
All your food.
Yeah, you have to eat all
You
your
clean
food.
your plate. Because see, our drinks would be sitting over there holding hostage in the corner. You couldn't drink the drink till you ate all the food. So you sit
Which
over
is
there.
not good because your drink should make you full along with your food. So that's not good. So a lot of things, I'm telling y'all, we had to do marriage counseling. Of course, everybody's supposed to anyway. We did it before we got married. And the one thing that I always stick in my mind is that she said, anything that you learned was a taught behavior, meaning you can relearn.
Exactly.
You can relearn everything that you was once taught if you want to change your mind.
That's that operative word.
If
you
want to change your mind. So I encourage anybody to just try it. Just try it. You can eat everything you want to. And nowadays, it's so many things that they offer, like you said, that I can remember back in the day when people said, oh, that they like cardboard. But now it's like it's the thing. And so everybody want to be in on TikTok. You want to be popular, you want to do this. Go vegan.
Yeah.
Go vegan.
I think Beyonce and them had did a vegan fast one time. I think it was like a big thing. And people do it because it's Beyonce.
Yeah. Because somebody
else is doing it. But do it because of you. Do it. Even if you do it, sometimes it's good to just do it. I think Tabitha Brown, shout out Tabitha Brown. Yes, Tabitha Brown is maybe doing her thing straight vegan. But I think like she does, her and JJ Smith, shout out JJ Smith, they do a raw, only eat raw foods to do a detox.
Yes.
It works.
It does.
It works. I mean, you just eating salads all the time.
It's inexpensive to do raw.
Let me tell you something. When I first did my cleanse and I went back to do the thing, I had never, y'all, I ain't lying. When I got in my basket, I had so many of them plastic things from the vegetable from the vegetable aisle. Everything in my bag was like, you have to weigh this. And when I worked at the grocery store, I used to be mad because I had to know the code. So I was like, oh, she gonna be mad at me because literally everything in my bag was in a plastic bag. I didn't have no canned goods. I didn't have no box stuff. Like literally everything was in a bag. And my bill was great.
Yes, it's gonna be great because
it was great.
If you like you was saying earlier about the
yes, and we're gonna watch a video about that. You shop
shopping
around the video. If you shop around the store, that's where all your nutrition, that's where all the good stuff is. All the bad things are in the middle. The frozen food, your eyesight. But the frozen food is in the middle. The canned goods is in the middle. The box food is in the middle. When you walk in the store, you're either gonna walk in on vegetables on one aisle or meat, and your meat is in the back, or you got your dairy. So if you just shop around the perimeters of the store, I can guarantee you're gonna feel better. And also, y'all, plan your groceries.
Oh yes.
If you plan your grocery, you will definitely do it. And I think that's what the video is gonna be about. So we're gonna take a break, y'all, and we're gonna watch that video, and we'll be back.
All right.
Oh, has this ever happened to you? You've gone shopping, spent your entire food budget, then realized you didn't get what you needed to make healthy meals. How is this possible? What can you do to prevent this in the future? Here are 5 healthy shopping tips, good for your family and your budget. Tip number 1. Don't go shopping when you're hungry. Have a light snack before you go, like an apple or a handful of nuts. Tip number 2. Make a list so you know what you need. Tip number 3. When choosing fruits and vegetables, get your children to help. Remember to fill your cart with a colorful rainbow of fruits and vegetables, such as broccoli, onions, carrots, cabbage, sweet potatoes, bananas, oranges, apples, and other favorites to make sure your family gets all the nutrients they need. Choosing what's in season can help keep costs low. If you can't find what you need, check the frozen food aisle. Ooh. Frozen fruits and vegetables are just as nutritious as fresh and better than canned. Now that you've got produce, you'll need protein for dinner. And here's tip number 4. Instead of buying a lot of red meat, choose more fish and chicken. One whole chicken can be used for several meals like soup and tostadas. Take off the skin to make meals healthier and grill or broil rather than fry. Tip number 5. Small changes in the dairy section can really add up. For example, buy regular milk and plain yogurt, not fruit yogurt, which has a lot of sugar. Add your very own fruit on top. By following these healthy shopping tips, your family and your wallet will thank you. Now let's go home and cook a healthy meal.
Okay, so I hope y'all enjoyed that, but it's just basically what we were talking about when you shop around the store. And just try that. I mean, just try it. Everything you need is on the inside of the aisle is truly on the outside of the aisle, especially if you go to stuff like Sprouts. Like you can buy the fresh beans. You can buy, and y'all just eat Cheerios. You guys got to have some cereal to eat the Cheerios.
You want that crunch?
You want the crunch. Just get some
Captain
Cheerios
Crunch.
because actually
Captain Crunch is vegan.
Captain Crunch. Oh, didn't know that.
I learned about a lot of stuff that's vegan. Skittles. And,
Yeah, and that's what Patience was saying. Like Oreos is dairy free.
Yeah.
So it's different things that reading the label, like we had to show about reading the label, but it takes, let me tell you what I learned today though. Hold up.
Okay.
What I learned today about a label that I didn't know.
Okay.
That the sweetness level of the wine, y'all see that? Sweetness level on the line on the wine is on. I know this ain't got nothing to do with food, but this really just impressed me.
Still something
Yeah, because you can see how much sugar's in it, but it's like I know all of this part right here when I eat my food, but I ain't never seen this down there. Can they see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We
so
can
y'all
see
see
that.
that number there? They tell you the sweetness of the wine. So all of y'all that like sweet wine, look at this right here. Okay. Because I don't like mine real sweet taste.
I like the sweet.
I don't want to drop that. But anyway, so I'm just basically, so Keisha, what advice would you give anybody that like wanted to be vegan?
I would say, try it out, look for dishes that you already like to eat with using regular meat and try with vegan meat.
Yes.
And like I like what I call junk food, nachos and what is it, sloppy joes. Try them, something like that. And then if you feel like it tastes different, then you can say,
it's like for me.
Yeah. But hey, Morningstar, I love Morningstar. I still buy Morningstar right to this day.
I Morningstar. I never tried the Morningstar.
They have the sausage, the vegan sausage. I don't like the maple because I don't like the smell of the maple. Okay. But they have like spicy. They have regular. And their breakfast sausage, I love it.
The patty or
the patty?
Okay.
I like the patty. Yeah.
So on your cheese, because I have a nacho recipe, girl, I was so happy when I found out about it. What do you use for your nacho cheese?
Well, I would still use regular cheese.
Okay. But you would change your meat.
Yes. Now I have used vegan cheese before too. I have for my taco.
I use
that Chayo or
Chayo.
Chayo.
Yeah. I use Chayo. I buy Chayo for pizza. I just made homemade pizza. I gotta make 2 pieces, y'all. I gotta make a regular pizza. Then I gotta make
a vegan.
Yeah, vegan. Well,
veggie.
No, it's meat because I eat meat. I just don't eat the cheese.
Okay.
So I have to make it like that. But the Daiya cheese and almond milk, I let the Daiya cheese melt with the almond milk and put the Rotel inside of that, and that's my nachos.
Okay.
So maybe when I find that out.
Okay, well, I might have to try
Yeah.
that.
Have you ever made your own cheese? Like I
Okay, so I haven't. And I think I'm scared. Like, I don't know why, because I know you buy the yeast and all that stuff.
I made some out of carrots, and it was good. It's about the yeast.
Okay.
That yeast, that nutritional yeast.
Right.
Whatever you add it to, it makes it taste like cheese. I mean, pretty much. It's about
So it's about the yeast, not the cheese.
Right.
I mean,
whatever
if you make it out of almonds, whatever you do, you put that nutritional cheese, and it's just the taste.
The nutritional yeast.
A nutty taste.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have your recipe?
No, it was a friend. The church I go to, we don't practice that, but the Ezekiel.
Okay.
So she was gonna do it, and so I said, because I wanted somebody to be accountable with. So I did it with her. We couldn't eat anything, and I wanted some cheese, and I made it. But it was a recipe I got off of YouTube.
Okay, so y'all do know in January, my co-host, she don't know this shit, but we're gonna be cooking a little bit more in January. So she actually has a recipe that she's gonna do today, showing you how to make a salad dressing. Right. Do I have a call?
No.
Okay, good. That's what I said. Y'all know my sister will call in a minute. She must not be looking today. So when we come back in January, she's gonna teach y'all how to do. We're gonna make the cheese together. We're gonna learn how to make cheese together. If y'all get on the Eat to Live page, we'll put the ingredients that you need, and we're all gonna make it together. We're gonna make it here live, and y'all gonna make it at home. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna make it together. When y'all like me, y'all hands on. I can see it on YouTube, but I need to do it while they doing it. Right. You can't tell me then I do it. I gotta do it while you do it. Right. So I'm gonna try that. Because again, it's the yeast that I've been
it's about the yeast.
And I cook, but see, Patience does something with her yeast because she makes a lot of dairy-free things that she has to use yeast for. So I've seen it in the package, but it's just, some things, even being a cook, you can be intimidated by certain things. But before we go to Anita making her dressing, you can start getting it ready. Lakeisha also has a product.
Yes, I do.
That she sells for our natural people. Let me ask you this: was that brought on to you by you need to get it. Oh, was that brought on to you by vegan?
No. This happened way before vegan. When I just started writing down different oils, and I was writing down like what they mean and what they provide. And I wrote it down, and I didn't even know why I was writing it down. I just wrote it in a little spiral. And one time I was talking on the phone with my husband, and he was like, "Babe, you need to just get those oils and make it. You need to just make your own product." And then I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Just do it, just do it." So I ordered all these oils, and the Lord just gave me the formula. And I was just mixing 2 cups of this, 2 cups of this, 1 cup of, and I was like, I don't even know what these oils do and what they make. I did not know what I had.
Okay.
And it ended up being a very, very great product. Not only can you use it for your hair, you can use it for your skin. It helps with discoloration, dark spots, and just many, many things. So I named it a multi-purpose oil because it's multi-purpose.
Okay, is it dark spots under your eyes or just on your skin?
Everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Even stretch marks, because I had some on this one area, and I was like, let me just say, put it. And I said, oh, wait a minute. The stretch marks seem like it's lightening up. Okay. And you know how sometimes you got little dark spots up under your arm and your thigh area, whatever. I put it right there, and I said, it's lightening up.
Okay.
So be careful when you put it, putting it down. Because we do have areas that
can't have all that.
Yeah. Okay. So, yes.
So show it up on the camera, y'all. This is her own right here. Yes, this is her own product.
Yes.
And the name of it is?
It is Curl Worthy Multi-Purpose Oil. And you can order it through me on my website. Curl Worthy is on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Square. I have my website, but it's still down.
Mine too, don't feel bad.
Yes, you sure can. And that's one thing about the smell. Now, I'm telling you, I didn't know that one of the fragrances in there causes a romantic smell. Because I would hear my mom say her husband will be like, "Baby, what is that you got on?"
So y'all
And
better
then
watch
my
out.
brother was saying that to his girlfriend, like, "Baby, what is that you got on?" She said, "That on." And when this guy came out the grocery store, and he was like, "You smell amazing," and just constantly, I was like, "What is this?" It's like really attractive.
It's very refreshing.
So that is what that lemon. Even my doctor, she said it smells like a garden in here.
Yes, you smell citrus and lavender. You smell lemon. You smell a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's lemongrass. It's lavender. It's clary sage.
So it's an all-purpose oil, y'all. Y'all better order y'all some. And maybe she'll think about giving some kind of shipping discount since she on here today.
Yes.
So we'll get it together and we'll put it on the page. If she want to give y'all some discounts off of shipping, then we'll do it together. And also, before we move on to Anita, shout out to Jessica and Joy Phillips, who was on the Breezy Way podcast last Sunday. This is their clothing line. I don't know if y'all can read it. Can they see it? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is their clothing line. And tonight is the last night that you can order and use Breezy Way, and shipping is free. So this is get y'all. These are cute little shirts, y'all. I mean, really, just and it's original. So that's what make they didn't fall off anybody. All their products are good. Jessica, if you are listening, put your website on there for us so they can go out and purchase the thing and put in Breezeway, and you will get a free shipping. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna turn it over to my co-host, y'all. She was on the page the other day eating to live, and she made her own salad dressing. So we give you some.
Can y'all see? I announce everything that I do, but I just do my own little dressing sometimes. I didn't bring a lot. No, that's fine. But like, if I want ranch, sometimes remember I said that I was trying to do a gut. I wanted to do like cleanse my gut and eat more probiotics. And I made a dressing. I make that as
okay.
Thank you. I had wanted to do a like clean my gut more better probiotics. Right. So I wanted to add more probiotics, but sometimes I get a plain Greek yogurt and I add my own little ranch dressing to it sometimes. I do that. I know you can look at. And I add like this right here is rosemary garlic. I have a cabinet full of just seasonings or whatever, but I'm just showing. I mean, I'm just giving you a rough draft of if you like creamy or whatever. I would do it with Greek yogurt. I would put Mrs. Dash in it. Any kind, if you are salt sensitive. But my favorite is some type of vinaigrette. Okay, I like to use different kind of. This right here is a vanilla big basil vinaigrette, but I use any type of vinaigrette. Let me see. And I also use that's just you can buy any kind of like rice vinegar, any kind of vinegar. And I also, but my favorite is the apple cider. Apple cider help us burn fat, lose fat. Any kind of vinegar would though. But, yes. But I'm just and I always. When I make my own, I only use either olive oil or avocado oil. And this right here, I don't use this. It's just a bottle. I get a big giant bottle at Sam's or Costco's, but I just fill this up. And I put a little container. I just eyeball it. I would say 2 tablespoons or something like that, olive oil. Well, this right here is avocado. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to use this vinegar, this apple cider vinegar. Not just as much as you want, how bitter you want it or however you want it. I just put a couple little wigs in there. And
you use your apple cider vinegar, baby. My jaw be still full. Because I can't get past the smell.
And I like, okay, and I'm going to use some of this rosemary garlic.
Okay, then that I haven't tried.
Rosemary garlic.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. And I would just...
The rosemary. No, rosemary. I don't like rosemary by itself, but they would garlic.
And see how that looks? That looks disgusting. But like when we buy, like if you buy Italian dressing, that's how it looks.
You're right. That's exactly how it looks. You shake it up.
The difference is that's
more
saturated
soda. Yes.
Okay.
And
You
this
made
is
your
healthy.
own.
These
I
are
love
healthy.
it.
Got
I
your
love it.
frother.
I love it.
This is
love
your
it. I love
frother.
it.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
kind of make it more
I need one
All
of those.
right.
creamy.
And girl, you ain't gonna have me to be buying no dressing. I'm making my own dressing.
Yes.
I
I
mean,
love
it's
it.
just something I'm throwing away, but I don't know what
You're
it's
gonna throw
like.
this away, girl.
I was gonna say like just taste it. I don't know how to see, but if by your own taste, you can put more vinegar or sodium. I don't think I
It's
have
good.
any
Just need a
sodium
little
there.
bit more salt.
A little bit more salt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and that's health. I mean, extremely.
Okay.
Extremely hell. Oh my God. Look, my co-host on her thing, y'all. I'm sorry. She did better than me.
And then this is flaxseed. Like I buy the whole seed and I blend
Flaxseed
it
is
up
good
myself.
fiber.
There's
Flaxseed is
fiber
good
and,
fiber, y'all.
also, and I
For your hair.
but a lot I like to just put it on my
gel.
salad.
Yeah,
But I
flaxseed
will
has
put it in
no
her.
flavor, has no taste.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it altering the taste.
And
But
also
it's good on
chia seed.
every meal. Like literally, if you're a
Good
workout
source of
person,
fiber, yeah.
if you're a workout person, they'll tell you to put flaxseed on every meal.
Exactly.
You just sprinkle a
Yeah, you can't
Right.
taste it.
yeah.
And if, like I said, if you want something creamy, make your own with Greek yogurt because that's the best kind of yogurt. It's good
Yes,
for
I
women.
love
Like
Greek
it helps
yogurt.
Oh, I'm
with
gonna
yeast
find me some.
infection.
I'm gonna
Yes.
find me some dairy-free yogurt somewhere and make my own.
Just make sure it's plain.
Yeah, anything plain is good.
Okay, I ain't know I brought my chia seed.
Chia
I
seed
like
is
my
good.
chia
Chia
seed.
seed
Yeah.
is good. It still don't have a taste.
All that makes you it's
You can use those in your shakes.
it's fiber. It helps you to use the bathroom.
Yes.
All that good stuff.
Good job. Yeah. I love it. Well, my co-host all the time, y'all. Like that.
One of our shows, I want to. I mean, cause I eat a lot. I mean, I'm gonna say 75% of my stuff is healthy. I make anything I want. Like when I was doing that Ezekiel diet, I wanted some wings. I made wings with the cauliflower.
Yeah,
You know,
Oh well, yeah.
We
I've done
have
cauliflower
cauliflower.
wings. I've done cauliflower mashed potatoes and rice.
And they have cauliflower steak too.
Oh, wait. Wait a
You
minute.
can even when you go
Look,
to
look,
what is that? Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
They have it on their menu for cauliflower steak, so they
Did
have
you
a
try
vegan
it?
option. I didn't try it.
We gonna look it up.
No,
Look
we
at
not.
it. This is the place to be. We gonna look it up. We gonna look it up. We know Breeze ain't gonna try it. We gonna look it up. Me and
Not no
my co-host,
steak.
we gonna try it. And we gonna have Lakeisha. She gonna come back on one of them shows next Monday. We're gonna cook some little vegan stuff. We're just trying to cook healthy, y'all. That's it. And again, it's a lifestyle choice. But it's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to deny yourself of anything that you want to eat. Just eat it in moderation. Eat it at a better pace. Y'all, I'm telling y'all something. McDonald's and stuff, it's good on the run and stuff. But nowadays, y'all, the product is horrible.
Yeah.
The service is horrible. And then it's expensive.
You're gonna pay all them money.
You're gonna
your
pay
diet,
for all
with
of
your
it.
money.
Yes. And again, I'm telling y'all, what scared me is when they put them calories on that board. Y'all look at that board when y'all pull up
I'm
there.
so glad they put them calories on that board. That stopped me. I say, wait a minute. That's how many calories is that? Oh no, I gotta do too much work. I just burned.
Right. So sometimes look at the numbers instead of the dollar sign. Ooh, you better say that.
Back that up. Model that. Okay.
Yes. Look at the numbers instead of the dollar sign. Okay, so that's really like all I have, y'all. I really appreciate again. It's been a great couple of weeks on our first go around. Next year, y'all gonna see a whole lot of other new stuff coming up with the podcast. I'm not gonna get discouraged. Y'all ain't gotta watch it. I'm fine because I'm gonna be helping me and mine at the house.
Okay.
Whether if she wants to or not, she'll still do it. She'll still eat it. She'll still eat it. But we gonna be okay. We gonna live a long time until God says it's time. We ain't gonna rush the process.
All right.
Understand what I'm saying? We ain't gonna rush the process. We gonna do what we do because we stay busy. So us being busy, we need to keep our immune system up. We need to keep our health thing going on because we can't jump in the car every time and keep eating all this fast food and think we gonna be able to keep going and be tired. We're not gonna be able to do that. So after the holidays again, we going back on the cleanse. I will post a detox water on the page, Eating to Live. Y'all better go sign on Facebook. Detox water. I'm gonna do a detox soup, and I'm gonna post a detox tea. So everybody after y'all eat them chitlins and black eyed peas and all that stuff on New Year, y'all eat chitlins, y'all. But after y'all eat that on New Year's Day, I need y'all on January the 2nd to go and detox your body. Eat raw vegetables and stuff for the week. You can eat a clean meal at night, but for lunch, try to eat a salad. no meat. That make yourself. She just gave you a recipe. Make your own salad dressing.
There you go.
And you can do that. And this is gonna be beginning again. I'll be back January 15th. But in the meantime, get on the Facebook page and you can keep up with me and keep up with us. Buy your journal. Buy your journal for January 2nd. Write a letter to yourself. Apologize to yourself. Everything you did wrong, everything you allowed somebody to do to you,
Jesus.
everything you went through as a kid, apologize to yourself. If you're mad at somebody, write it down. You ain't got to send it to them. Write it down. Apologize. Get these hurt feelings out of your system. Let's start healing. Food can't heal you. Food can't comfort you. Let's start doing that, okay? Let's be adults. Let's get this out. I know some of us are 50, but in our minds, we still 10. We still 12. And not because of immaturity, because that's when we was hurt, so we stopped growing.
There you go. Whoa.
So wherever you was hurt is where you stop growing. So let's start growing. Let's start taking accountability. And don't wait on an apology. Apologize for them, for you to get through it. Okay. So Breezeway is off until January. Coming up after me, we had a Bald Headed Truth at the Red Couch Conversation. After that, we have Jammin' and Lewis on Tuesday for the sports. Yeah, we got some things going on. Okay, so stay tuned for all great things, and as always, eat to live.
Yes, indeed.
Wonderful.
Right.